listening, we cannot improve our speaking. Listening gives an input, but the problem is when we turn on a video and we quickly get bored of it, or people don't want to focus. This is a general phenomenon in the sports modern age, not only about listening, about all other activities. Now people cannot attend at 1 to 2 or 3 or 4 hours lecture. They just want 30-second short clip. People cannot focus on reading for long hours. Even people cannot spend time for long time in a human relationship. We have lost our sense of focus, of our mind, of our psychological focus, of our mental, cognitive focus in all domains. So listening, I think, plays very important role in your fluency. When you keep listening, the content comes into your mind, and when you will utter, when you bring it in the form of output, you will be speaking as fluently you listen to that. So to increase your fluency, to improve your many other language skills as well, you need a lot of listening. And when our students, an interesting thing I would like to add here, even those students who say, yes, we listen in English language, they watch English movies or like funny videos. Now, the same type of input you put into your brain, the same type of output your mouth will produce when you speak. The need of English language for our students at universities and academic institutes, they need it for academic purposes, where they use more formal language. They need their language skills to be spoken use in presentations, in interviews, in talks, in demonstrations.
Okay.
Where our students, they need to speak in classroom. In those settings, they need a bit of formal English language. They need to listen, and for that, I think, as you also mentioned, they should listen to English lectures, English talks on important topics like social topics, like their academic topics, or some brilliant speakers they should listen. That would also beautify their language. Like John Fitzgerald Kennedy, JF Kennedy was a very much influential speaker, the American president, and also Robert Kennedy, and like Martin Luther King, his famous speech, "I have a dream." Students should watch that. That is also part of the curriculum in our intermediate level English language classroom. So I think they should listen to famous, influential English speakers, their lectures, their talks and discussions. That English will be useful, because the same type of listening that they will do, they will be able to create an output in the form of speaking in the same direction.
Or, well, let me conclude your whole idea.
Yes.
Listening, well, when language comes in,
yes,
when language enters the mind, it comes out of the mouth.
Yes.
So this is the importance of listening. And well, I was telling about becoming fluent. The third idea I would like to share.
Yes, please.
Then at the end of when I have given the idea, then I will admit something, or rather I should say I should confess something.
Sure.
The thing is, I'm going to give you a fluency plan, and how many days should be there? I think 100 days.
Yes, students, please note it down,
Okay,
because you have to do this.
Because I was not expecting that I'll be asked this question. I didn't plan this answer. Well, I'm going to share with you fluency idea for 100 days. 100 day fluency plan, agenda or idea. Well, on a daily basis, take just 10 sentences, 10 English sentences. How many fingers do I have? 10, yes.
I think 10, yes,
10
they are.
Take just 10 sentences and take 10 sentences on a certain topic. And those 10 sentences, repeat those 10 sentences at least 17 times.
Okay.
Take 10 sentences, a set of 10 sentences on a certain topic, on a certain idea. And well, repeat those sentences at least 17 times. Not in one sitting. In one sitting you can repeat just once or twice or thrice, or then in the next sitting 3 times, 4 times, and in the next sitting 2 times. And I think repeating 10 sentences, it takes less than 1 minute. So for 100 days, you need on a daily basis take 10 sentences on a certain topic. and then repeat them at least 17 times. Write down after repeating, write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14 and 17 times. What will be the result? In this way, you will, at the end of 100 days, you will have repeated hundreds of sentences, thousands of times. A lot of those expressions would stick in your memory.
Yes.
When you would try to say something, those collocations, those phrases, those expressions,
spontaneously they come out of our mouth.
You would think, first you will speak, then you will think what you said.
Yes.
So you'll become fluent. All the words I am saying this time, all of these expressions I gathered in my life. I read things, and I tried to retain many of those things.
There is a very interesting point when you're saying that it would automatically or spontaneously come out of your mouth. For example, when we listen something like we have listened an expression, "Oh, give me away." So there is a hurdle actually in fluency, that our mind first thinks, we think the sentence in our native language, and then we are processing it into our mind to create a product in the target language, like suppose we have English language. And the same happens from grammar point of view. We are thinking in our mind the grammatical rules, the things like that. That is also, I think, a hurdle in fluency. And when you said the collocations are fixed in our mind, and every pattern, sentence structures, they naturally come out, and first we speak and then we think after that, and that is the thing, when natural speaking comes out of our mind and our heart, that is also a way to improve fluency. So here, what is the significance of grammar here in this aspect?
Okay, last, I said that I would make a confession before.
Yes, please.
Well, I have given this idea. Well, I put this idea into practice rather religiously when I was learning Arabic. And I think I haven't executed this idea strictly while learning English. So from today, for next 100 days, I am rather I am resolving. I am making up my mind to take daily 10 sentences on a daily basis for 100 days.
Okay.
And on a daily basis, I repeat them 17 times.
Okay.
So in order to, every learner of English need to, improve himself or
yes,
herself.
we the teachers and language trainers and professors at universities and lecturers, we also need to improve, to refine ourselves, and that is the way towards knowledge. The people who love knowledge, they keep themselves improving. The process of learning never stops. So if you are a true learner, and if we are true teachers, we all should keep refining our ideas. We should keep reading new things. We should keep ourselves updated about all recent researches in our areas, and we should keep improving our skills and strategies as well. Okay.
Here I would like to share an idea with you. Students are listening. I would like students not to listen to me. So I'm going to just tell you, okay? Listen carefully. Student must not listen to this thing. When you search on the internet, when you write down English with Professor Hanif, you'll find me there. Honestly speaking, I don't think I'm a professor.
Okay.
I'm simply a teacher. I'm not a professor, but I write with my name Professor. You know why?
Why?
Because when I am running my own institute. When I write down English teacher in Pakistan, many people will not pay attention to you. When I write English with Professor Hanif, so students then come to me and then listen to me.
Yes, that happens. A few days back, one of students
sorry to cut. I think my students are not listening to me. Okay, I have told you, just keep it to yourself.
Okay.
That
is a beautiful sense of humor, respected Mr. Muhammad Hanif. You are a very noble person, and he has a much better sense of humor is much better and refined than me. I was never good at all the humorous things. That is a very beautiful thing. Yes, this is a problem in our society. One of students, he sent me a beautiful thumbnail or a post like that, and he used my name like Professor Muhammad Qasim. I told him, I am not a professor, I am a lecturer. There are some countries, in some situations, people give importance to titles much more than the content and the passion that a person may find.